So there's been lots of changes my side for over the past week and stuff, and feels like walked into a new dimension, a portal where the focus and priorities shift for a few various reasons. And I guess I've just been looking back. A lot of us are sort of in that reflective state now that there's this cyclical cycle's ending before we emerge after equinox next week, and it's been leading me back to some of the encounters that I've had over the past couple of months and years, and the reason why I travel or interact in the ways that I do, especially with these sort of newfound gifts of just seeing how many people live in isolation and are very lonely. All of us experience that in our own ways at different times. And even though maybe we wouldn't consider ourselves lonely people, we all have needs. And at a time where I do see not only some people that I know, but beyond that into the wider sphere of people struggling with mental health, because, and however anybody attributes that, I do believe there is many things connected to spiritual health that could support our mental health if that was in the mainstream in mainstream knowledge, in a way, mainstream awareness, of how to help ourselves with spiritual health so that we could harness the gifts that we have in ways that they wouldn't overwhelm our mind and they wouldn't push us to tilt the balance to sort of negative thinking all of the time. We wouldn't lose perspective. We wouldn't focus only on the lack or what's not there, but we would focus on the abundance and the beauty of these chance encounters that we have with people or people that we love. And I just, I guess I'm not really sure the point of this video. I've just been asked to come on to talk about loneliness and just to make sure that we are checking in with the people that we love and even, our wider sort of communities, because I visited a place in England this weekend where there's quite a lot of elders walking around, and I tend to see all the names of the people that have transitioned on the park benches, and there's quite a few. And just this sense of loneliness, I was kind of, and I'll probably get a bit choked now, getting a bit choked to see how many people just muddle through life like alone, without asking for help or expressing love and tenderness, or not knowing how to express it or to receive it when it's in front of them. We've all experienced so much pain and things from past relationships, and we have barriers up and things like that. And so it's, and when I say relationships, all types of relationships, from, familial, societal, bosses, friends, and of course lovers. And our brain sometimes tries to mash up new encounters because of the pain that we've felt before. And it's that thing about manifestation. It's like some of us are very gifted manifestors, and so when we draw things close to us and they arrive, it's good that we sort of ask what to do when things arrive so that we don't end up pushing it away and treating it as if it's something that we've already experienced, when it's nothing like that. It's just love and truth can trigger and shine light on things that we need to heal. And of course, that's not easy when things come out of the blue. So I don't know, I guess this is just a shout out to anybody who's having a lonely day or feeling a bit shite. knowing that we're never alone. Even if it feels like it sometimes, you know, there's somebody that you can reach out to, someone that you can say hi to on the street and start a conversation. And I think we're moving into times where I trust that that will be revived, because so many people will need a loving hug or a sincere greeting, for someone to say, how are you? Are you doing okay? I'm not really sure how we got here as a society. I'm sorry for getting emotional. I just had some intense dreams. But it's a bit sad, isn't it, really? It's a bit sad that a lot of us don't fulfil the dreams that we had as children, or we give up because things seem too hard, because lots of things come at us at the same time, and so we experience stress or overwhelm. But sorry, we can always try to maintain the balance in our mind and just feel the feelings and feel what we need and feel what we is moving through our bodies, because right now there's so much, not just emotional but even physical sensations with this light solar flares. Like my body, I mean, even now, me being sort of quite irritable, like this is so much energy moving through me, I don't really know what to do with it. Especially if you can't really spend time with your favourite people and get it out in the ways that one would like. But, you know, we accept that this life is complex and funny, and we can make it as simple as we like. But it's beautiful to be shared with people that we love, and please check in with friends and extend compassion and kindness to those who might be experiencing a lot of overwhelm at the minute. Even if they look nothing like you or have not as much as you know, we can start to practice more kindness and compassion in our day. I think it will help the world. I think it will help ourselves. It will help the children maybe look at the elders differently. I don't know, I just think there has to be huge changes. And obviously there is, you know, my words come from me, from various conversations that I have with people around the world, and some of the themes that we're all sort of looking at the minute in these reflective times, in this world that we're not sure what we're quite going into. And so if we have a longing or a yearning, maybe that can be our drive and our passion to move forward into the worlds that we want to create, that we want to be part of, that we want to feel when we wake up every day. And I trust that if we do find ourselves alone or feeling lonely, then we can start to implement some self-care and self-love tools, or watch something that's nourishing for the brain, rather than fall back into I don't know, toxic eating habits, or, you know, depending on substances every day, all day, every day. Just that we are being mindful of how our energy is taking hold of our body, how we're allowing it to move us forward, because love is really the key. And so when we harness that inside of ourselves, however much it can hurt, you know, we know that nobody else's actions towards us are about us. It's about them, and it is hard, to feel these emotions and to feel lonely in those times where two people may not be aligned, on things that have happened within our own lives or within the family or within our friends or within loving relationships between lovers. It's important that we stay connected to our heart, the heart chakra, and to not give up on the life that we know we deserve, the life that we've envisioned, sorry, that we've had dreams about, that we've, have been working towards silently, I guess, maybe some of us for all our lives. So even however heavy the weight feels of emotions around, or unrequited love, or unreciprocated energy from people that we desire in our lives, don't give up. There's some beautiful things coming for us. We just need to hold the faith. And I'm not saying things aren't going to be hard when we receive energy and words and messages, or there a lack of, from people that we would like more from. It's not about us. We can't compare. Lots of people don't know how to receive a good thing, or love, or friendship, or someone reaching out on the phone. Like they may not be able to receive that in the ways that feel so easy to us to receive, and that's just because of maybe their life circumstances. But don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to reach out to someone just to say, like, I really need a loving conversation, or a cuddle, or a walk. Even if the walk is in silence, I think it's time that we maybe share love and support and companionship a little bit more, because it's going to be a very strange year. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock. Okay, I'm going to leave it there.